Picture this, you finally find the one, that house that checks every box, but your lender? Totally ghost mode. No calls, vague answers, and your stomach's doing that slow panic roll. If you don't want to experience that in the future, this video will save you from that major headache and probably a few $1,000s. Because here's the truth, picking the wrong mortgage partner can cost you thousands and weeks of unnecessary stress. But once you know what to ask, you can spot the real pros instantly, and suddenly the whole process feels a lot more in your control. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact questions to ask any lender so you can make a confident, smart decision whether rates drop, whether they rise, or they do that little weekly roller coaster thing. So let's get into it. Hey, I'm Justyn Nixon, real estate broker and mortgage lender here in Southeast Michigan. Now I help people make moves that actually make sense, not just look good on paper. So if you want to avoid loan drama and keep more cash in your pocket, stay with me. First question is, let's start with the big one, variety. What kind of loan programs do you actually offer? When you ask this question, you're really testing whether your lender is a loan matchmaker or a one-trick pony. Some lenders only push one or two programs, usually the ones that make them the most commission. A good mortgage partner? They'll walk you through multiple options, FHA, conventional, VA, USDA, and maybe even local Michigan-specific grant or down payment programs. Here's something most buyers don't realize. In Michigan, there are programs through MSHDA that can give you up to $10,000 in assistance or more, but only certain lenders can actually offer them. But you will need to meet some certain requirements. If your lender doesn't even mention that, that's a red flag in my book. I had a client last spring who almost missed out on the $10,000 MSHDA grant just because their lender didn't even offer it. You want a lender who can explain why one option fits your situation better, not just quote you a rate. If your lender's answer sounds like they're reading off the back of a cereal box, maybe don't hand them your financial future. But this next question, it's the one that'll save you from surprise costs down the road. What fees should I expect and what's actually negotiable? Now this is where things get real. Because it's not just about the rate, it's about the terms and the fees that hide behind it. Ask your lender to break down the costs in plain English. You're looking for things like origination fees, underwriting fees, processing, appraisal, the whole picture. Then ask the magic follow-up. Which of these are set in stone and which can we talk about? You'd be surprised on how many times I've seen buyers shave $500 to $1,000 off their closing costs just by asking that one question. Certain lenders will actually cover the appraisal fee at closing or roll part of your cost into the loan. Now, transparency builds trust. If they can't explain where your money is going, it's not the right fit. If your lender starts typing faster when you ask them about fees, then that's your cue to back away slowly. Now, the third question separates the good lenders from the great ones. It's about how they communicate when the pressure is on. How do you handle communication during the process? Now, this one sounds simple, but it tells you everything. When you're 2 weeks from closing, every hour counts. If you can't reach your lender when you need them, it can derail your entire deal. So ask them, what's your average response time? Who's my main point of contact? Do you work weekends if something urgent comes up? A real pro will have systems, not excuses. Here's what I see behind the scenes. Being a lender myself, I have text updates, email check-ins, and backup contacts when I'm out of the office. And that peace of mind, worth its weight in equity. You're not just picking a rate, you're actually picking a teammate. Because nothing's worse than watching your dream home slip away because your lender's out of the office until Monday. The last question is the one that nobody asks, but it's how to spot true integrity. Can you show me real examples of deals you've closed like mine? Now, this is the hidden gem question. When you ask for examples, you're giving your lender a chance to prove their expertise, not just claim it. Here in Southeast Michigan, the best lenders can pull up examples in seconds because they actually live in these programs every day. If you're a first-time buyer, they should be able to show you a recent deal where they helped someone with similar credit, income, or down payment. If they can walk you through how they solved a tough scenario, now that's gold. It shows that they're problem solvers, not just rate quoters. In Southeast Michigan, I've seen this question uncover rockstar lenders and expose the ones that are just coasting on their marketing. So real experience beats shiny ads every single time. Because let's be honest, you don't want to be anyone's test run, right? So here's your quick recap. 1, ask about loan programs. Make sure they're not pushing just one option. 2, break down fees and find out what is negotiable. 3, get clear communication. Who, how, and how fast. 4, ask for proof of experience with buyers like you. You deserve a lender who makes you feel informed, not confused, and when you find that, everything else falls into place. When you ask smart questions, you don't just get better rates, you actually get peace of mind that no algorithm can quote. And here's a thought to leave you with. What's one question you wish you'd asked sooner when you made a big financial decision? Drop it in the comments. If this helped you feel a little more confident about choosing a lender, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I actually drop new videos every week to help you make smart real estate moves here in Southeast Michigan. And if you've got questions about your situation, call or text me anytime. My contact info is below. I'm happy to point you in the right direction.